on the scene in the WWE.
Pro wrestling may be built up on respect, and plenty of wrestlers are very respectful and friendly to each other, but, well, sometimes that just goes poorly. I'm D-Wick, and these are the 10 matches that turned into real-life fights, and unfortunately, this glorious phenomenon known as the shoot fight, it just hasn't happened 10 different times in the WWE, so prepare for more than just the WWE. Number 10, Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Holy shit, if there was ever a real-life fight to actually watch, it'd be this one. Brock Lesnar is just about the most dominant man in the world of professional wrestling, and if anyone could take this crown from him, it'd be Braun Strowman. While WWE stupidly made this match a joke in comparison to what it should have been in favor of setting Brock up to take on Roman Reigns, again, this matchup from No Mercy 2017 had its moments. Damn, did it have its moments, specifically the one where Braun decided to knee Brock in the head, and the Beast Incarnate decided to enact revenge through the sheer force of his fist going through Strowman's skull. Seriously, holy shit, look how hard he is legitimately punching that man in the face. Are you okay, sir? 2K19 copies, Amazon gift cards, healthcare, and more when you enter our giveaway in the description down below.
Strowman, that clubbing. Oh, wow. A knee to the jaw. A knee to the jaw. He caught Lesnar good.
Number 9, New Jack versus Gypsy Joe. Jesus Christ, New Jack. I actually managed to scrape that devious face out of my mind, but he's burned it right back as I now remember what fear would look like if it were a person. New Jack is something of an anomaly in the world of professional wrestling, because as most people are trying their hardest not to hurt their opponents in the ring, New Jack just doesn't care. If you piss off New Jack is killing you, which Gypsy Joe, a 69-year-old man, learned as Mr. Jack decided to literally beat the shit out of this old man. Number 8, New Jack versus Vic Grimes. Hello once again, New Jack. You still scare me, and I still have a feeling that if I really tried, this entire list could be filled with just clips of you murdering people. Why do I feel like he's actually murdered someone before? Oh yeah, maybe it's because he tried to on live TV before. I am not kidding. Vic Grimes found himself on top of a scaffold with New Jack behind him and countless tables set up below him, which is my new nightmare. And he almost met God when New Jack launched the man down below. Grimes doesn't exactly land on the tables.
Now whip. Oh no! 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 Please no!
Number 7, Bruiser Brody versus Lex Luger. This one's just fucking weird. Just weird. During a match way back in the 80s, Lex Luger was taking on a legendary brawler, Bruiser Brody, and for some reason, they just eventually turned into a legitimate fight. I mean, seriously, neither man has ever explained it. No one knows what actually happened. Neither man disliked each other prior to this or after the match. Like, they just happened to have a little bit of a real-life scuffle. And it's just fucking weird. Number 6, Goldberg versus William Regal. William Regal is one of the most gifted and naturally talented men in the history of professional wrestling. Through determination and technical prowess, Regal could stretch a classic match out of just about anyone. Goldberg is none of these things, instead being the wet dream of Vince McMahon in the form of a muscular dude with a bad habit of running at people in full speed. Goldberg's infamous streak gained him notoriety, and for the most part, it's because he would just kill people and then move on. But Regal decided to do his thing and actually wrestle the man, and well, it was a damn disaster.
About it being one of his toughest tests, and so far it has been just that. It has been a different test for Goldberg. A break, and Regal again into the head.
Well, I was going to say that
right here. That's what it is.
Series of knee lifts by Regal. Goldberg trying to fight back.
Tried a spinning neck breaker, did not really connect. It's more of a wrestling match than we anticipated, guys. And that was based on solely Goldberg's stellar track record so far.
Number 5, Perry Saturn is pissed. Notice how the intro for this entry, I didn't do Perry Saturn versus Mike Bell, the jobber who faced off against Saturn in this match. That's because I wouldn't really consider this one a fight so much as I'd consider it a fucking beatdown. Mike Bell made a botch that sent Perry into a goddamn frenzy, and onward he went, just literally beating the hell out of this poor nobody. His punishment? Moppy. What's your favorite WWE punishment? Because if it's not Moppy, it might just be Festus. Let us know in the comments down below with the hashtag DW.
Saturn rolling on his shoulder. Wait a minute. Boy, you're talking about Saturn opening up on Mike Bell, and here it goes. Wow. You don't want to make Perry Saturn. Oh, man. Oh, right on. But Saturn is eating this young man alive. Having it for lunch here on Metal. Oh, right under the jaw.
Number 4, Antonio Inoki versus the Great Antonio. When you're a segment so infamous that even Bill Burr has covered it before, you know something just beautiful has taken place. This is another one that in theory could just be Antonio Inoki is pissed, because here's pretty much how this one goes. The Great Antonio is so big that he no-sells every move Inoki throws at him, and Inoki gets pissed off and decides to kill this big fat man. His punishment? Founding New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wait, what?
軽々と引っ張った時にはびっくりしましたね。桜井さん。さあロープに振りましたグレートアントニオ。しかしロープのリバウンドを利用しても、難なく猪木はこういったパンチコーナー非常に鈍い音がしますよね。そうですね。やはりねこれ持ってるよりも近い。ワーク6発7つ8つここの。
Number 3, JBL versus the Blue Meanie. What the fuck? John Bradshaw Layfield is something of a bully, and when I say he's something of a bully, I mean he's a fucking cock. He's bullied Justin Roberts and possibly Mauro Ranallo both out of the company, he's drunkenly called out wrestlers on live TV, and worst of all, he hurt our favorite Blue World Order member. I don't know. But the Blue Meanie is one of those classic ECW characters who decided to show up to ECW One Night Stand in that big brawl against WWE wrestlers, and, well, this is what happened.
They help out his boss. Oh, he's got popped in the face. Novel's holding his ankle. JBL's bleeding, though. Watch out! Clothesline from hell!
Number 2, Daniel Pewer versus Kurt Angle. And one of the most infamous Tough Enough moments of all time, if not pretty much the only memorable Tough Enough moment ever, Kurt Angle came out and challenged all the rookies to a real-life fight. This was kind of normal. I'm pretty sure Big Show came out and like body slammed them all and then did a big chop to their nuts or some dumb shit. So wrestlers coming in to check things out isn't that out of the ordinary shit. Even in the revamped 2015 Tough Enough that I really liked and watched for some reason, Seth Rollins made an appearance and he was the WWE champion at the time. So that's credibility, right? Pewer, who had legitimate background knowledge in UFC holds, stepped up to the fight and got Angle down into a legitimate armbar, nearly tearing the Olympic hero's arm right out of its damn socket. Can you imagine a rookie slaying a veteran like that on live TV? On Tough Enough? Jesus.
You want to get in the ring?
I guess Kurt's not
You
through.
want to get in the ring with me? Get your in the ring.
Well, here's Daniel. Hold up. Two and whatnot. Dealing with Kurt Angle. I'm going to predict it's a matter of time for Kurt Angle to twist this Kurt's right off like a bottle cap. Kurt Angle, and so much for the UFC.
And by the looks of it, none of you are tough enough. Now get out of my face.
And number 1, the mass transit incident. You thought New Jack was gone. Yeah, we're never going to be a pro wrestler and can fill in for another wrestler during a tag team match who had been running late, and thus, Mass Transit was born. Heyman hesitantly accepted the offer, and unfortunately, New Jack was in this match. Fucking New Jack. Guess where this one goes. Words cannot describe how awful this ended up being for the poor kid, but hey ho, let's try it anyways. The adolescent was brutalized, he was bloodied, he was stabbed in the head with a goddamn fork, and he even took a steel chair to the head, which might not seem that bad in comparison to that fork in the head, but this was 90s ECW. That steel chair was literally a steel chair. And those are the 10 WWE matches that turned into real life fights. What are your thoughts? Let me know on Twitter at DWicketYT and in the comments down below, along with that comment question of the day with the hashtag DW. Be sure to like and subscribe as long as those notifications are on. You you just shouldn't have to worry about New Jack showing up at your door, probably.